Here are my two audience members. "720 seconds. That is the amount of time it took for the gunman at Sandy Hook Elementary School in Newtown, Connecticut, to take the lives of 20 innocent children and 6 adults at the school." Schultz explains this massacre as the scene of the second deadliest school-based shooting in the United States history. One man was able to do this much damage, all because of the fact that he got his hands on a gun. Gun control laws should be stricter because less gun deaths would occur, mass shootings would go down, and Americans would feel safe, knowing not everyone can own a gun. Most Americans don't realize the actual numbers of firearm deaths in America that happen each and every year. The United States leads industrialized countries with the highest number and rates of firearm deaths. Today, firearm deaths are among the top 10 leading causes of death each year. According to Kaplan, approximately 34,000 deaths each year are connected with firearms. Kaleson also states that firearm mortality mainly occurs among the young ages of 17 and 25, and accounts for 80% of all homicides and 45% of all suicides with that particular age group. It is truly sad that 34,000 deaths each year are due to the misuse of firearms. Most of the deaths resulted from mistreating the gun and not knowing how to properly handle it. Because of the fact that some people abuse the way they handle the gun, leads to my next point. Schools, movie theaters, and clubs are just a few targets for mass shootings. BBC News defines a mass shooting as a single incident which kills or injures 4 or more people, including the assailant. Around the time of the Sandy Hook massacre, Americans would tune into their local news channel after work just to be informed of another school shooting that had happened that day. And it wasn't just once, it was repeated over and over again. ABC News says that 2006 there have been more than 200 mass killings in the United States. They also say that there are many factors that can contribute to a mass shooting. For instance, a breakup, a job loss, and financial ruin can all lead to one taking out the hurt by killing others. And the shooters most of the time don't leave the scene alive. USA Today states that about 1 in 4 mass killers don't leave the scene. One of the most tragic parts is that shootings still take place in schools today. ABC News reports that there have been 31 school shootings in the U.S. since Columbine in 1999. USA Today states that overall, Americans own an estimated 265 million guns, which is more than one gun for every adult. Unfortunately, most of the guns used in mass shootings are legally owned. Elizabeth Chuck claims that 82% of weapons used in mass shootings over the last 3 decades have been bought legally. It is still unsettling knowing that 28% of gun ownership is illegal. In conclusion, I have no reason to believe that guns should be completely outlawed. But I do believe that there should be stricter rules to own a gun. Too many people die each year from gun violence, and mass shootings happen too often. Gun control laws should be stricter because less violence would be reported, mass shootings would go down, and also so Americans can feel safe knowing not everyone can own a gun. And here is my audience one more time.